Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Let's Be Real 100%, where I am your co-host LaShawn Harden, where we're here to talk about life and all the things about it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've always believed that you are not to go through this journey alone. We are a community that wants to help each other grow and see what God has for us. No one said it would be easy, but with God, we can make it through it. Let's go ahead and sit back and enjoy this episode. Please like and subscribe and share with as many people as possible, and let's build this community of love. Got that son. Hey y'all. Hey, I am in a different atmosphere than ever, but I am here. I was getting ready to record at home until they told me that my contacts were ready. So I was like, why not? I hope I'm recording. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. We shall see. Um, But yeah, I may lose signal here up in here. I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. Anyways, so yeah, I was getting ready to just go live at home, and I was like, well, I can go live in the car, and I'm focused. The phone is in front of me. Woof. I tell y'all, they said I didn't qualify for transitions, but baby, listen here. Um, anyways. So I figured I would do it on the road. I'm on my way to get my contacts, like I said. But I was getting ready to post a video only because I just got off the phone with my therapist, right? And I can gladly say in therapy. Um, I have no problems with that. Um, there's nothing wrong with therapy, as I've learned throughout the years, right? Um, so yeah, I got off the phone with her, and something just dropped in my spirit. I was like, you really are. Have I ever wondered if I'm worth fighting for? I was gonna put that in the title, but they said I couldn't take more than 50 um words. I guess it was over 50 characters. But anyway, so the topic is like, have you ever felt like you're worth fighting for? And the answer is yes. To God all day, you're worth fighting for. You're worth, you know, um, giving time for. But I want to look at it in a different. Have you ever felt like you're worth fighting for yourself? So like yourself fighting for you, fighting for your identity, fighting for um what you desire, what your goals, all the things who you are, do you ever have you ever felt that you're worth doing that for? And when I sat back and I thought about it, I was like, when I started the podcast back in 2019-ish, 2020, up in that era, I think it was like mid 2020s maybe, I think. I have to go back and look. But anyways, I, was in a crazy place in my mindset, but I was determined to do it because I was like, I gotta find something that's gonna build me, help me encourage myself, while encouraging other people. And even after 5 years after COVID, because it's 2025, right? And it's like within those 4 or 5 years, it's like I was still in that same mindset in a sense, like, you know, are you really willing to fight for um are you really willing to fight for yourself? Like, do you like yourself enough to fight? Do you love yourself enough to fight? Because it is reality that you can like but not love. You can love but don't like. There's a way of doing things. And then there's that little gray line saying you're learning. So I was talking to my counselor, and she started asking these questions about, like, you know now, You of us had a problem with trusting other people, and all these things. And she was like, that may be a thing where you don't trust yourself. And I was like, never really thought about me trusting myself. I probably shouldn't, only because if I was in control of my life the way it was going back then, yeah, I wouldn't be in good. I wouldn't be good to trust myself with it. But like I said, within this time frame, it's like, um, I had to really ask myself today. I was like, am I really worth fighting for? Am I really able to get past this? Like, I really need to know, like, am I really worth fighting for? Like, this is the question that's really pondering in my head. And it's like, Tony, are you willing to fight for you? Are you willing to fight for your identity? Because I've been going by Sean for the last like 6 years now, maybe. And it's like, and Sean, of course, as y'all know, I don't know if y'all go back and listen to those episodes, but Sean is my middle name, right? My middle name is LaShawn, as y'all know, LaShawn Harder. But my first name is Tony. And when I made the alter ego, I was like, well, Tony has what in the world, honey? I mean, you're not coming with me, baby. I'm sorry. You ain't gonna be able to do it. Um, you not what was in that book, girl? Child, that bug kind of threw me off for a second. I was like, "Are you inside or outside?" 'Cause you look mighty close to me, but he was outside. Um, but looking at it, um, see how I lost my train of thought with the thought, the buggy. But yeah, I had to figure out, is Tony worth fighting for? Because Sean has been in the picture for like 6 years, and she's an alter ego, and it was like an ego to where it was like, you know what? I've been struggling trying to help other people, and I don't get that same vibe back. I don't get that same thing back, in a sense. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do me, and this is where the enemy come into play as well. Like, the enemy came into play and was like, well, you don't need nobody, my name is Shira, hear me roar, kind of thing. Um, and that's what that all came into play. You have to go back and listen to that episode, but I may bring it up later on down the line, of course. But for now, it's just stating today after the meeting, I really did think about that thing. I was like, Tony wasn't so bad, she just had her struggles. She had a lot of struggles, and she didn't know how to get through it. She didn't know how to vocalize things. She didn't know how to do a lot of things. But Sean is in the point where it's like, what, she don't really care. She's gonna do what she gotta do to get what she needs to get done. And I'm like, why can't Tony feel that same way? Which is the same person, which is crazy because like when you think about polar, you think of people with two different personalities. I don't have two different personalities. Some things I just don't want to deal with, and you put it on the back burner and you just like, yeah, we're good. We're good on now. Um, but I'm okay, but I'm okay. So now, like I said, after the meeting, it just made me wonder a little bit. I was like, I'm still me. I'm still, I can build on her. I can build on this. I can regain my identity and know that I'm actually worth fighting for. I just have to go back and just view things a little differently and figure out, uh, what I like about me, as a whole and not a half and half. Don't call me bipolar because I'm not bipolar. Thank you. It's just what the way the deck of cards that I chose for life, right? Um, but yeah, just thinking about that and knowing that you're worth fighting for, like, have you ever felt that you wasn't worth fighting for? Have you ever felt that You done been through too much. You haven't been seen enough. You haven't just really had the opportunity to, be. And because you're so bogged down and you're so like into other people and you don't see yourself. You don't even, for me, it was like, it's so bad to where it's like, only thing I knew about myself, honestly, was my favorite color. And y'all know, if you know me, it's all around me right now. And that was it. But then when I started writing, I started podcasting, I started doing these things. I was like, I'm starting to love this. But I was still doing it in a different identity. I wasn't doing it in my authentic full self. So I'm now, in all of that, I'm really starting to understand that I really have to stop and think of me. Like I have to think, Tony, you are worth fighting for. God sent his son, John 3:16, sent his son to die on the cross because he loved his son enough, because his son loved us enough to look over 2,000 years ago and be like, hey, there go Tony LaShawn Baker. There's soon to be Harden, which is, I am Harden now, but whatever. She's right there, and we're all rooting for her, and he did that. And I'm selfish because I know he did it for me. I can't. He did it for everybody, but all I can do is think of me. Um, and I'm like, you know what? You did go to the cross for me because you loved me. You did come down and give me examples of people that you came down for. Because in the Bible there's many people in the Bible with different personalities, and some of them had multiple. And he delivered them from legion. So I said I've got multiple, but I'm just saying in general. He came down for all of us. Like he came down for no what do you call it? No specific person, no specific gender, whatever. I that because he knew he was gonna come down and see me, and he fought for me. He was like, Lord, this cup right here is hard to swallow. It's a little hard to swallow at this point, okay? And but let alone, let thy will be done. And he did so. And I gotta stop looking at, you know, myself and my issues and all those things and get my big girl panties on, right? And grow up. And be like, okay, you know what? We're gonna fight for this. We're gonna get this right, We gotta get this right. We have no choice, okay? Like, there's so many other people that are struggling with worse things than you are. There are people who really needs help, and you know how to get out of this funk. Like, you know how to get out of this. You know how to get to God. You know how to write and just let it all out. Like, some people don't know how to do that. And like I said, it's not something that happens overnight, right? Like, I've been trying to walk out of it, out of the alter ego um place. I'm okay being called Tony. I'm okay with all of that, because I'm getting to know her. Like, I'm in therapy, so I can get. And I told my therapist, I was like, I'm here. I wouldn't be here with you right now if I wasn't really gung ho on trying to get back to me. I made the decision to get back to me. Whether it's gonna be ugly, gonna be good, gonna be bad, it's gonna be strengthened, and it might weaken me. Like, it's gonna show all of my flaws. I'm here for it because it's like, you know what? I'm gonna walk through this thing for me. Like, I gotta get back to me. I gotta get back to me. Like, my identity was off of being independent. My identity was built into my children because it's like I I, I just did, and when they're gone, it's like, who are you now? Like, who are you? When everybody leaves the room that you've been helping and all that stuff, and you look at yourself in the mirror, who's left? It's gonna be you, and you're gonna have to make that decision at that point to be like, you know what? Do you like you or do you not like you? Are you willing to love yourself through all of your flaws, all your scars, all your bruises, all those things? Are you willing to go through all of that? And I say yes. I said yes because I want to honor God. I want to thank God for what He created me to be. Though I did make some choice decisions, I did, and it's all on me. Okay. And I repented. I turned it. I turned it around and whatnot. And I'm okay. But now it's like, okay, let's dust all this off. Let's get it, you know? And I want to encourage you today to choose you. Choose you to know that everything is going to be okay. Once you decide that you want better and that you decide that God is the center of your life, and He was the one who created you. He was the one who died for you. He was the one who did all these things for you to throw it back in His face and say it wasn't worth it. But now it's up to you to be like, you know what? I'm gonna fix it. Let me fix this. Let me turn around and say thank you, Lord. Let me turn around and be like, okay, I'm grateful for where I am now. What can I do with me? Help me know my identity. So yes, I choose me. I want you to say out loud, I choose me. I choose me. I can do this. I know I can. Because I'm saying it as we speak. Like this ain't something I done went through and passed through it and now giving you the leftovers. And now, honey, we're getting all the juices, okay? I'm in there. I'm in there like somewhere, choosing me, because my name is Tony LaShawn Harden, and I'm going to accept all of that, all of me, all my flaws, all the things, because God is going to get all the glory out of all of this. And I'm praying that in this, somebody else can say, I got this. I can do this. No matter where you are in life. Because your space in life and my space in life may be two different things. Like you may be in the job that you like. You may be in the family and the kids and the white picket fence and all that stuff or whatever. And you have everything. But deep down inside of you, you're trying to figure out who are you though? Because you've been so robotic and so like wrapped up into things already that you've been doing. Do you really know you? You know what I'm saying? And then you may be like me. You may be, I ain't gonna say low class, but you know, one of the ones where it's like, okay, gotta do what you gotta do to make things happen, right? As far as working, nothing legal, nothing illegal, okay? Um, and you gotta do what you gotta do, you gotta work, you're a working class woman, trying to make things do, trying to make your goals, trying to take care of the children, you know, take care of the husband and all those things. Um, and you still look in the mirror because you're so focused on having everyone else in your ear and in your shoulders and in your heart and all those things, and you tend still to forget about the person in the mirror. Like you bypass her and be like, or bypass him too, and be like, okay, because you go to the bathroom automatically. There's a mirror in the bathroom. I don't know. I've not seen a bathroom yet without a mirror, and if you do, that's weird. Okay, um, but still, you walk past your individual and be like, you forget, but at the end of the day, when you start to see yourself, like, hey, what are you going to tell yourself? What are you going to do? And when you do, you look in the mirror and say, I choose me. You got to write it on the mirror. You got to write it on your phone as a reminder every day. Write it on your computer at work or send a reminder calendar, whatever. I don't know. You just say every day to yourself, I choose me because that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay? All right, you guys. I love you. Still on this road. Let's go with these contacts. Like, I got the glasses. And I like the glass. I'm actually liking the glasses. So, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Because it's helping me actually see. Like, when I put them on, the meds hit quick. And I took them off, and I was like, whoa, I really couldn't see. When I tell you that lady looked at my prescription, when she was giving me my glasses. Her eyes got so big. I said, don't judge me. Don't do it. I already know. The doctor was like, I'm really surprised you can still see. That's another testimony. But that's me. I'm not gonna say it's my fault, but it is my fault because I was supposed to be wearing glasses all my life, and I just hated stuff on my face. I hated stuff on my face. I really did. I want it to be free. Okay. I don't know what makes your face free, but you just don't want anything on your face that's blocking you. You know, you gotta turn all the way around and look at your peripheral vision, and you looking at this thing right here. But even in that, you know, I'm finding me. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. And these glasses, and I got the contacts just in case. You know, I just don't wear glasses. And I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're on this journey together. And like I said, y'all are not getting the leftovers of something that I've been through already. Your girl going through it now. And every post that I'm gonna go through, from here on out is real life. You know, I may have, you know, wore the t-shirt and ripped it up and shredded it. But it's like, if I went through it, let me help my neighbor come out of it, you know, because I don't want anybody to ever feel like they're alone in anything because it's not fair, you know. Um, I know I'm close enough to get some gas. I know. I gotta get some gas. But yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it all. And when you are ready to share your story, again, contact me on the Let's Be Real 100.squarespace.com. There is a contact list there. You can do that. And let everybody know that, you know, they're not alone and you're in this journey with them. Because, again, we're really not alone. You never know what your next door neighbor is going through. And it ain't even got to be your next door neighbor. It can be the person on your job. Just saw a dog. I'm sorry. I just got sick that fast. Oh, I thought I could go on the first exams, but no, baby, I can't do it. We're good. Whew. But yeah. Anyways, I'm spilling over. Um, but yeah, if you want to ever share your story, by all means, reach out to me there. Like I said, I'm working on the Facebook thing. When I said I was working on the Facebook thing, I knew my session was coming up, and I was like, yeah, oh well, I guess I'll be working on it when I get done, and then I have to go pick up my son from school. And then here I am on the road again, picking up contacts. So when I get home, it's sandwich and chip night because I've been cooking all week long. And I really don't want to cook. So about that, I will be working on the Facebook. This will be going on my Instagram as soon as I get home. I gotta I gotta figure out why I gotta keep doing that keeping. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. But yeah, I'm here for it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Thank you for joining us in our little corner of the world. We appreciate you coming and joining us in this conversation. If you would like to follow us, you can follow us on the Let's Be Real 100% on all social media platforms. Also on our website, letsbereal100.squarespace.com. Again, we are that community of love. And as we end, come to God. Come to God. This is truly important. Now is the time. There's no delay. Today is the day. God loves you, and so do I. See you all again next week for another episode.